Hi everybody, it's me, Curry T, and in this video we're going to be talking about how when you commit to yourself, you will be committed to. It's just the way it goes. And really, when you decide anything about yourself, other people have to meet you there. They have to see you that way because you're leading the way, not just by how you're thinking about yourself, but by how that leads to you embodying being that person that you see yourself as. Also, on the 4th of September, there's going to be a one-off live workshop which is called Inside Out, and it's about manifesting from the inside out. And I'm going to be talking about the things that I learned and implemented that really changed my life in terms of my healing and my ability to manifest what I want. It's for anyone who is feeling stuck at the moment. It is £50 and you can use that £50 towards the Manifestation Master Academy if you want to do that. Anyone on the Manifestation Master Academy will get this event for free. So, into the video. When you commit to yourself, other people commit to you too. It's like you're showing them the way. You're showing them how you behave, and that in turn shows, not tells, but shows other people how you expect to be treated. So for example, you can commit to yourself in a number of ways. You can commit to yourself by deciding on a goal and committing to it. Something for yourself that you really want to be devoted to, that's going to help you, improve you and help you grow. If you commit to yourself in that way, you're showing yourself self-respect. So often the mistake that people make with this is they have too big of a goal. They have such a big goal that they don't feel like actually they can realistically commit to it. They want to, and the intention is there. But when there's something too big and too overwhelming, our unconscious mind accidentally sabotages us because really on some level we think, oh, I don't know if I can do this. This is too much of a big change. I like familiarity, so I'm just going to go back to my old ways because it feels safer. Because as humans, we like familiarity and we like safety. So the trick with this, in learning how to commit to yourself and set goals and really reach them so that you can get to a point where you're really proud of yourself and you know in yourself that you're committed to yourself and you feel that. And when you feel that, that's what starts emanating around you. So start small. Start with a small, simple, easy promise that you can make to yourself every day. Not a big, overwhelming one where you're going to look at it and think, I don't know if I can do this, or I want to give up. And this is often the problem with New Year's resolutions and why so much of the time we don't end up sticking to our New Year's resolutions, because they're too big and it overwhelms the unconscious mind, and our old self-concept just doesn't believe on some level that it can keep up. So start small. The other way that I really like to commit to myself is by knowing my goal, my end goal, and deciding and knowing and affirming every day, I am not going to give up on that goal or that mindset or that state that I want to create. I'm not going to give up on the person that I want to be. I am committed to learning. I'm committed to evolving. I'm committed to persisting no matter how many times I mess up, no matter how many times I have to forgive myself, no matter how many times I have to start again the next day. I affirm to myself every day, I'm not giving up on my vision. I'm not giving up on my goal. And when you commit to yourself in that way, in that internal way, and you're devoted and you know that you're moving forward, again, this energy really emanates, and the way that you talk, the conversations that you have, the persistence that you show other people, shows other people, particularly in romantic relationships, this person is committed to themselves. And because they're committed to themselves, I know that I've got to commit to them. I see how much they respect themselves, therefore I have to give them respect. And you can notice this yourself in the way that you feel about other people who are really committed to themselves, and you see that, and you see their level of respect, and you see how they're not dependent on you or anyone else for them to do what they've set out to do. And it's attractive. It's a really attractive quality because it really emanates a strong sense of self, a strong sense of inner confidence, and that really pulls people towards you. They want to know, how do you do what you do? I'm inspired by you. And what an awesome feeling to be able to inspire other people. It's a beautiful feeling to know that you've inspired someone that you love. So I have a few examples of how this has played out for me in my life. When I was younger, I had severe anxiety disorder, and I was told that that's just the way that I might always be, that I might always be on medication. But I didn't want that to be true. I didn't want that to be my story, and I didn't want that to be my truth about who I believed I was. And I became absolutely committed to unbecoming all the things that I had been told I was. I became really committed to learning and growing and seeking help and therapy and trying different things. It transferred onto other areas of my mental health, other areas of my state, other areas of my personal growth. And I've never ever stopped being determined and seeking out information and learning from other people how I can be the best version of me, how I can unlearn the patterns that were created long before I was even conscious of it. And this has played out for me in my business and in my career, and how it keeps growing and growing and growing. So another example of this for me is my absolute determination to prioritize self-love. So I absolutely always prioritize time every day to make sure that I'm feeling loved within myself. I'm committed to becoming, feeling, knowing, cultivating the love that I want to experience. And as a result of that, the relationship that I'm in and the relationship that I manifested has always reflected that and continues to reflect that. Before, I was kind of half in, half out with my self-love, and I was looking for external validation, and I was looking for safety in other people, and in particular him. And when I turned it all around and devoted myself to really committing to being my source of love, to being my source of stability, and to knowing that I'm okay and I can create security and safety within myself, my whole relationship with my specific person turned around. He went from being unwilling and not ready to commit to me to wanting to commit to me. And I believe it's because the pressure that I had put on him before was taken off him, and I took responsibility for it myself. And I know that I've just been completely committed to really learning and growing out of the old ways that held me back and made relationships difficult for me, and made it really, really difficult for me to feel love on the inside. And other ways that I stay true to my commitment for self-love is by doing things that I enjoy and spending time with myself every day, talking to people that I love, laughing, doing things that make me happy, that make me know that I'm capable of feeling love and being the love that I want to receive. So another example of this as well, of committing to myself, was when I decided to do a master's in songwriting. So before I decided to really commit to it and invest in it in the way that I did, the people around me, and especially my family, had been saying frustrating things to me like, it's just a hobby, you can do it on the side, you need to get a real job, and all of this kind of stuff. And it was very frustrating because I wanted people to commit to me in my musical career the way that I wanted to commit to it, and I wanted people to take it seriously. So I used to just I got to a point where I just started to ignore everything anyone was saying, and I was committed to not being dependent on anyone else or what they thought or what they expected of me. And I went headfirst into my master's degree, and I did everything I could to make the absolute most out of that opportunity. I was absolutely focused and determined to do the best that I could do. I ended up winning the Outstanding Student Award. I recorded an album, I released a load of songs, and by the end of it, my family's language towards me and my music had completely changed. They wanted to see me thrive. They became really committed and determined and passionate about me and my music, which had been a complete turnaround. And the reason why that happened is because I had decided to commit to it, and I wasn't reliant on them committing to me and understanding me. So I had transformed my relationship not only with music but with them and their relationship with my music. All of a sudden I had people wanting to invest in me, people wanting to pay for my recordings, people asking me if I could commit to them with my music. It was crazy. It was a complete turnaround, and that was all because I had committed to myself and to my music and to my passion, and I knew that it was possible to experience change in that area of my life. So the question is, how can you commit to yourself? What are the things that you can do, big or small? And I would say start with small. Is there something that you can do today to remind yourself of your commitment to yourself? Is there something that you can do to show your unconscious mind that you are committed to yourself? And that could be reading a page of a book or an interest that you've got. It could be doing something small towards the business that you want to create. It could be doing something nice for yourself to show yourself love. Whatever it is a step in the right direction. And the more that you do these things, the more that you commit to yourself consistently over time, you'll notice the reflection of how other people treat you. And it really is a superpower, and it really shapes the way that other people see you when you start to see yourself in that way first. So I hope this video has been useful to you. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you would like some support or some one-to-one coaching, I'm going to leave all the links below, or any information about any of the courses that I've got at the moment, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.